Okay, sensory rice is now dry and it's ready for me to mix them up for the toddlers and the preschoolers. Now time to mix. These are so beautiful. I didn't make a lot because I doesn't feel like it. The blue is so pretty. Alright, all set. Hey my people. Hi, I'm back. I'm back in the drive-thru, my favorite place to be, okay? So, I've been just thinking these days, guys. What if there isn't any more growth for my business? What if what if it remains at the state where it is now, where it's sustainable? Okay? Now, would I be contented? That's a thought I had. Would I be contented if there isn't any more growth? Now, my answer is no. I want to be contented simply because I really want to separate my toddlers into 2 rooms, but the funds aren't fundsing. Okay, I don't have the finances to do it just yet, and I just have to, work towards it. That's my goal. Work towards it. Do piece by piece until I can get it done. Then I feel like I would be contented. I don't know. And that is something that we as human beings struggle with, like being contented with the things that we have. We just have this mindset of there is more, like I need more, I can't, this can't be it, I need more, and that also can be from social media, because we see our peers achieving all of this greatness, but who is to say that their greatness is our greatness? It's probably not. My success will look different to someone else's. So I feel like I just need to really just sit in, just be contented, you know what I mean? Like, just be like, hey, you have achieved so much, let's just be contented in where we're at. And that is quite hard to do, because it's just like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can be here, I can be there, I can do all the things. Like, even with the expansion, having the 2 rooms, there is going to be a con where if we have the 2 rooms, that means the 2 staff would have their own room. But then what happens if one staff can't be there? We need to have a floating staff. No, obviously I'm the floating staff, but then when I travel, what is going to happen? Like, how do you hire staff to be floating staff? Like, that's kind of like a difficult one, because obviously most people who want to be hired for full-time. Nobody wants to be hired on standby. Like, if this person is available, then we can call you at any time. Like, nobody just sitting down doing that. So that is something that I would obviously have to figure out, because yes, having 2 rooms would be beneficial, but at the same time, a floating staff is needed when I'm not there. That is the thought. Like, what happens then? So yeah, I want to ask you guys the same question as well. If there isn't any more growth in your career, would you be contented in where you're at? Let me know in the comments, because it's quite difficult to just be contented these days, because there's so much things that you want to achieve. You want to keep up with the Joneses, and so you get so caught up in the rat race rather than just being grateful and contented in where you're at. The next thing, I decided to bite the bullet and pay myself now. pat myself on the back, but I feel like there are so many things I could do with that money. I need to buy a few more equipments, a few more supplies, and all of these things I need to buy. And I was like, that money could be used for those things. Like I can do without getting money at this point, because I just focus on growing my business. That's just where my head is at. But then I guess it's necessary to pay yourself, you know. So I did it, but just in my head, I could be using the money for something else. You know what I mean? But anyways, we did it. It's done. We can undo it. Well, we can, but I ain't gonna undo it. But yes. Also, I bought a table. Now, in my mind, I didn't need no more table. I didn't need no table because I had a built-in table onto the wall, and I feel like that was enough. But I just like the open space, and my staff was just like, they need a table, especially for feeding. And I was like, okay, I'll go and get the table now. I'll go and get the table. Hold on, this AC is drying out my lips. This thing here I bought from St. Martin some years back, and I was like, what is this? One big old thing. Well, it really smells like you can eat it. Anyways, if I got chapped lips, oh god, I think I messed up. Oh, you push it back in. Okay, I could get this. Keep it in my bag. It's 100% cocoa butter. Nourishes and softens dry, chapped skin and lips. So apparently I could use this as a cream. Let's see. But then why would you want to use it as a cream and on your lip? That ain't sanitary. That's not. Anyways, like I was saying, I didn't think that we need a table because I like the open space concept, but I realized that having the table kind of breaks down the free will of them running up through the space, you know, because there's an object there, so they can't like run up and down. I need to buy another table. With that being said, I bought a table for $129.99. Yeah, tell me why I pay almost $80 to clear it from customs. How is it I bought the table 2 times and more? That is a problem with living in the Caribbean. It is so expensive, and we obviously so limited because we don't make these things. So when you're going order, you have to pay an arm and a leg to get stuff clear, and that is just so heartbreaking because that hurt my chest. Because I was just like, that whole $100 and almost $80, I could have bought the next table. I could buy the next table, but it is what it is. The brokerage guy was just like, hey, you need to go and speak with the government, the education department, and see if they can give you some kind of tax exemption letter, because this is going to be very pricey on you. And I did send the guy an email, and he was like, you just need to submit your invoices for us to see that the stuff is educational. Now, I don't know how if the table going to be classed as educational now, but I'll do it when I buy the next table. I need to buy a high chair. I don't know, is a high chair educational? No, it's not. But I can tell them that we put them in the high chair to do circle time so they could keep still. Maybe that'll count. I don't know. But I need some kind of help for true, because I need to honor a few things. I need more educational toys. I need some high chairs. I need another table so that all of the children can be seated when we're doing certain things. And so all of that stuff is going to be expensive, and I ain't trying to pay that kind of money. You know what I mean? Why I gotta pay for the thing 2 times to get it? That ain't right. So I gotta show you guys the table. I really like the table though. The table has like this rubbery thing at the bottom so the children can't push it. And if you know my kiddos, they want to push the chairs, did I say chairs? I don't know why I said, but the chairs on the legs of the chairs have a rubbery thing so they can't push it. It's like sturdy. So once it's in place, they can't push it. You have to lift it to move it, which is a plus. Now they can turn up and upside down and push it, but we are very cautious, and we make sure to keep on the ball with them in terms of like taking care of the table and the chairs. Now they climb up on the table every now and again, but thankfully, it's not high. It's not high at all. So, but then again, you can still fall from there, like I said. But you know what I mean. It's not too high. So, yeah, that's that. That's what I've been doing. We have summer care now because we're now in July. Okay, I'm traveling next week for 2 weeks, so I won't be here. So I'm just focusing on getting activities together for the preschoolers, because if we don't have no activities for them, it's going to be a chaotic experience for the staff. And so I need to make sure that I have stuff there that they can pull and just give them to do, so that there is order in the court, order in the daycare, not the court. So that's it. That's all. And then we are preparing for September for new enrollments, because we have a few children going off to preschool. I did put out an ad on Instagram, and I have been getting a lot of parents inquiring, which is good. But as you know, everything costs money, so I have to pay for that ad. I have the ad running for the whole month. So hopefully by August, I have all of the families registered and ready to go for September. That is my tip to you guys. Small business owner, if you're a small business owner, even big business owners, utilize the social medias now. Advertise your stuff on social media. Get your name out there. It's going to cost you, but it's going to bring in money. It's gonna make your business grow, and more people is going to know about your business if you utilize the medias. You know what I mean? So yeah, do that. That's it, and that's all though. Bye. Okay guys, so this is my table set I was telling you guys about, and yeah, they came in multiple colors, and then you have the monotone color, I believe you would call this. And I feel like this one works best because I didn't want to add more colorful things. I just feel like something that's not too loud would work good for the space. So this is where it will be in the afternoon time when it's not being used, but when it's being used during the day, it's going to be like right here. I'm going to buy another one so that they can be next to each other, so that we can have 12 seated area for the children, so that everybody in the daycare can be seated when we're doing activities and stuff. It's quite sturdy, as you can see. I'm sitting well comfortable on the chair, and it doesn't feel like the legs is going to break or anything. The table is quite heavy, which it means that good quality stuff. So at the end of the day, I just put all the tables I just put all the chairs on the table, and then I sweep them up, and then in the morning time or at night, whenever I have my husband just put the table back where it's supposed to go, and voila, we ready to go. So yeah, if anyone wants to get something like this for their daycare or their home, I definitely recommend it. You can get it on Amazon for like $129.99 or less if you do your research, but I paid $129.99 for it. So yeah, that's it, and that's all. Peace.